Top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll go to the air. For 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Third down. Red zone play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Rides to back and leaves it. Still running at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, no!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try it over the left side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the door. Now the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's got it!
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield. It's in goal. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here?
Ready. To the line.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
All wideouts, no backs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Find space on the right. Pulled down for the tackle. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Back to work on offense now. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll set up to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field.
Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give him the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares.
Pulls it in on the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Sets up the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, make it. who's getting upfield making the big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's John. Got some room. Head to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
I don't know about this decision. Tie game, fourth quarter. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Got it, looking for a first. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Finds his man. It's Key. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide.
There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. They want to run this quarterback. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Leaves it with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll take it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
The Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.